You don't necessarily know a really significant decision until you do it. My scariest decision when I look at it now was the decision to take the George Zimmerman case.
I would like for you to tell us about, I know it's hard to talk about, but the threats that came to Jim. You have to have the support of your spouse when you're doing something like this.
Yeah.
And I think people don't realize how much pressure he was on during the whole time.
Yeah. Okay, bring that back up.
I know, it's a hard one.
I didn't realize the position I was putting my family in and my staff, how much true danger it may have brought with it. We got over 2,500 legitimate death threats, and it was very scary. It was heart-wrenching. Only in the pushing of yourself do you really get to try the edge. So you have to really push yourself with any opportunity that's given to you. It was unbelievably scary, but we worked through it. We took on the danger, and it literally transformed the practice that I had into the national presence that I have now. I think 2020 was a good opportunity for a reset. Even through all the craziness that has sort of befallen us, it's given me an opportunity to sort of shift my perspective and my focus and realize that this was an opportunity to bring things back closer with family and friends, but also with my own personal health. We're increasing the number of lawyers into this firm. It's going to be at least 2 to 3 additional lawyers in 2021. Of course, our revenue, we've always had those goals in place. We've met them so far and exceeded them for 2020. We've already instituted a new health and wellness program for the firm. We're going to continue that and probably double up on the offerings that we're giving to our firm. May not know yet, but I've dropped 10 pounds already. I've looked back in the past 9 or 10 months and realized that we have been there for each other and been there for our clients in a way that has allowed them to address and respond to the pandemic in a much more positive way. And we have become amazingly more efficient in what we do. Not only in the court system where we don't wander around courthouses waiting for hearings, but we do them on Zoom, but within the very fabric of the firm here, we have learned how to handle our clients' stress and handle our client cases with even more efficiency. So it's easy to say you're going to have more balance, but putting it into effect is what's always been difficult for me. So I have intentionally taken more time off in 2021, taking off some Fridays, and actually have a plan to be away for a week in about a month. Again, difficult for me because I love doing so much what I do. But I also know that having that type of balance is not only going to help me personally, but going to help the firm generally. So the marketing team has been phenomenal, nothing less. Obviously, it's augmented by everybody at Crisp, and what we're doing is getting not only the general name out here in the public locally, but also letting everyone know nationally what we're doing.
First 6 months of the year have been very good for us. We've addressed a lot of the goals we had, on our on-target or exceeded target. We've also exceeded what I put in place for financials for the first half of the year, which is sort of tough, I thought, because 2020 was a great year for us financially, but we're doing even better.
We have created an environment where excellence is not just something that we strive for, but excellence is our default. At the end of 2021, we're going to look back and realize that O'Mara Law Group has been a mover and a shaker and a true positive force in the community, not just Central Florida and Florida, but we intend it throughout the country. I've had wonderful transformations along the way. Obviously, the event of being involved in CRISP itself has been a wonderful time. What CRISP does is really sort of keep it current as to how good you can be if you just decide that you're going to be good. Transformation doesn't come until you look at it behind. It's just change along the way until you realize that changes you make today will be the transformations of tomorrow.